I'm ready, crowd's ready, tank's ready, runners are ready. Are you ready? The camera's bloody there. Let's bloody go!
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Good.
Surf, can I hear you?
Yes, yes. We can adjust stuff if necessary.
Oh,
but
good.
oh, actually, we need to add people. Hold on.
I'll leave it in your capable hands.
Are you able to see SRT well?
Yeah, yeah.
Where's the underscore?
I'm a lot better at seeing OG from here, so.
I've seen how you guys are inverted right now.
We can give each other some context clues.
Oh, I can't. The freaking.
Just make it one word if you have to.
Yeah, I.
I want to put an underscore in banana, but it's not working.
That's fine. Do one word.
Oh, there it is. Found
Figured it out.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are
Sorry.
making an edit,
We are
as it
making a. We're adding commentators to the layout. There we go.
Smashed it.
All right.
Welcome, everyone. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, welcome. This is Spyro 3.
In
Both versions of Spyro 3, which is going to be very weird and hard to follow maybe, but they end up being quite close in time at the end. So
Exactly right.
we've got Wed and Board Banana with us, who have both run both versions, so we should be able to commentate a little bit better than we will.
Yeah, we're going to be very locked in, I imagine. Both runs have a lot of complexity to them.
Yeah.
But as Dact has already said,
Yeah.
estimate is very similar, and it should be pretty clutch by the end.
Do we? Oh, you're already on the.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through the cutscenes because we need to do the colors. What are the colors?
So the donations that we had for the colors was courtesy of the movie night, which was 85 to yellow and 85 to green. Green and gold, let's go.
Hey,
so we'll have
let's go.
an Aussie
Which one would you like to
Spyro
do?
race here.
I'll take yellow because it looks terrible on the original version. So
I'm just going to look like grass. That's all good.
yeah, you can blend in.
I'll be honest, the yellow looks pretty bad on Reignited too.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what you
It doesn't
mean.
look as bad as OG. OG, it looks brown.
There we go. All
Wow.
right.
Let's go.
Okay, I am ready when you are. Are you
Okay.
good? All right.
Yep, let's get a countdown.
So I
going.
want to give us a countdown.
On your marks. 3, 2, 1, go.
So immediately we're going to have a difference here between Reignited. Surf's not going to go into Sunny Villa. He's going to do Bianca skip here, which
Maybe.
is skipping this trigger that Dact is currently in. And then do a wall glide that I'll talk more about later to get up to the Amy egg in this cave just a little bit quicker.
Wow, this has changed a lot since I last looked at this. Yeah, meanwhile, Dact here is going to be going for the first, like, the major trick that you're going to be seeing a lot throughout Spyro, or OG Spyro 3, which is proxies. Which is where you're abusing a failsafe to have Spyro propel outside of an enemy's hitbox as fast as possible.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't get any of the ones I was going for there. I still got a chance at the end of the level, but that's kind of annoying time.
Either way, we got plenty of opportunities throughout the entire run. They're everywhere.
I think the goal there was to get up to the Miles egg that Surf did with another wall glide, because now Dact has to do this long glide back, but would have gotten up here much faster.
Yeah, shout outs to that wall glide. I think that's PC exclusive from what I remember.
Yeah, so the
Or it's like
version
really
on
hard on
the version on console is like ever so slightly different. You don't get height from wall glides, so the Amy skip and that Miles wall glide are just extremely difficult in the like they have to do it slightly differently. So Surf guidebooked back to Sunrise. The Reignited version gives us the ability to warp to levels we've already been to instantly. And that saves time on like gliding out of portals if we're in like the same general vicinity.
Very unfortunate first level for me. No proxies at all, so probably losing like 30 seconds-ish here.
You make up for it, sir.
Yeah.
We're going to do another wall glide here, but we're just using this wall here to maintain height. so that Surf can go all the way out to this kind of post end of level area. You're not meant to be up here until the end of the level, and then getting this like secret egg, and then jumping down to where the end of the level actually is. So cutting out like the main portion of the level here.
I guess one thing that you'll see that's going to be especially different between the two games is that Reignited Trilogy is going to actually have to worry about some gems throughout the run.
Yes.
Because they're going to, or Surf's going to need to unlock some of the side character levels, because all of like the main levels in every hub are required to be able to fight the boss of each hub. And meanwhile, with OG Spyro 3, you can go out of bounds at will, and all of the portals for all the levels are just hidden under the map whenever a level isn't unlocked.
Yeah, so there's essentially two requirements we're going for in these categories, both doing essentially the 100 egg variant, and then also needing to get the end of level egg from each area. We're seeing like the first egg difference. Reignited is not getting sun seeds. It's just too slow, and you don't get many gems for it.
I apologize to all lovers of sun seeds.
I am a lover of sun seeds.
I am
so
also a lover of
appreciate
sun
it.
seeds.
Please don't attack me. You've got a prime position to do that.
All I'm going to say is, watch your back.
I've got time to turn around, I'm sure.
So I believe in the first hub, the route isn't too different, is it?
Well,
Or
I
do
believe
you
that
enter
is-
the flight in.
we're going to be doing the speedway for a lot of gems. It's just a quick set of gems. We also do Sheila last. I believe OG will do that earlier because of the swimming air.
Yeah, because of gems.
Yeah. It's just too inconvenient right now. Surf is only at like 250 by the end of this level.
Yeah, you already need like 450 gems for the first hub, because you go into the side area here.
No, we leave this till last.
In Molten Crater,
Yeah.
do you ever go into the...
Yeah, we go in there, but we'll do it later.
Okay. Oh, right, I remember that now. You do it like after you get to Midnight Mountain?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Midnight Mountain has so many gems and we don't need to spend any
Yeah,
gems
I
there,
remember.
we're able to guidebook back and take advantage of the fact that we've also unlocked Sergeant Bird.
See, I'm unlocking memories from like the route from like 6 years ago.
You made that route, sir.
I know I did. It's been 6 years.
Yeah, I love these things that like I talk to someone who's like touched Reignited, but are mainly OG, and I'm like, yeah, these things just seem like super obvious to me, but if you don't really like flesh it out in your mind first, it doesn't make sense. Like, why bother coming back at all?
I had to
That's
go
not
through,
coming back.
I had to go through the thought process at some point. It's
You're
just been
always
baked
welcome.
out of me.
So Dactyly, I think, is going to do his out-of-bounds swim in air, older gaming situation here to get into the Sheila portal that Webb was talking about.
Some more of the bread and butter of Spyro 3. Just how malleable the game can be with getting out of bounds and being able to just do whatever the heck you want.
Speaking of going out of bounds,
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
being able to touch that Sheila portal, it's like the only portal that's really out of bounds for us, but it is convenient because we haven't unlocked Sheila yet, but touching that does allow us to get into the Sheila area early.
That was also one of the few like out of bounds clips in Reignited Trilogy. You're able to use some of the iframes you have after getting squashed by the barrel to have the next barrel push you out of bounds through like the little corner there.
So Sandcastles, I believe, is another egg that
It's another
OG
like
won't do, but we do it. It's kind of slow, but you get so many gems here. It's just really worth.
yeah, I recall that being the reason. Like it's like right on the edge of being like viable in the first place, but the gems are so good that it's like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you do it?
And we've thought of other eggs that we might swap for it, but we're always just like, getting all those gems at a different place is just kind of too inconvenient.
You sure you don't want to do subs?
We do subs.
Oh, you do something now. Awesome.
We do subs 1 and 2.
Oh, great.
Cannot wait.
That was the last thing I started looking at for a route and went, this is terrible. I'm done with this.
Yeah, it's not easy, but if you do it fast, it's really fast.
That's the same in the original as well,
Yeah.
but it's not really caught on.
Solidarity for subs.
I think it's a bit more viable and reignited.
Do you guys mind if I jump in for a couple of donations? There's
for it.
so
Sure.
many. There's so many. We've got the inaugural Club Who $10 test donation.
Yeah.
We've also got a Big Johnny here, $2,000 from a bear with a shotgun. Says, good luck runners, put $500 each towards petting the dog, Halo 3 Legendary, bringing Flavio for 1,000 Year Door, and the blindfolded FF10 menuing. Thank you very much to Bear with a Shotgun. There's also a donation match. There's also a donation match of $5,000 from Bear with a Shotgun as well. We've got a $20 from Core Right, who says, thank you. That's it. That's the whole message. Just thank you. $50 from Adriana with no comment, but much appreciated all the same. And then Core Right returns with another 20. Says, oh, screw my last message of just thank you. Bear with a Shotgun is dono matching. Thank that guy. Immediately donating again. We've got a $5 from Big Schmo. I wake up and there's another Spyro run, and it's looking excellent. Knock it out of the park, you two races, and best of luck to everyone this ASM. I'll send it back to you all now. Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. Everyone is amazing.
So something very silly happened on my stream whilst I was talking. I don't know if you want to explain that one.
Yeah, I can do that. We got to see a rare moment of something that we like to call a proxy bonk, which is essentially when you get too perfect of a proxy in Spyro 3. So you get so much vertical height in the game that Spyro tries to move too fast to the point that he bonks on his own hitbox and just falls down. You can tell whenever you get him. Usually you're spinning really fast, and a lot of people just say like you Spyro bonked on his own butt.
Yeah, when you proxy like very vertically, it kind of messes up the controls a bit, so it's easy to just turn in ways that you weren't intending to. Wasn't too bad though.
Also on Surfside, we saw a level that, as we were kind of mentioning before, is not something that you're going to see at all in OG Spyro 3, which was a speedway level, just because the gems are really fast in that level. It's just a really easy 400 gems to grab.
Yeah, I believe the console version of Reignited also does Country Speedway. So, like, that's just another 400 gems that they get. But I don't know exactly why it's not as viable on PC.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Console gamers are just a little bit.
Oh, it's got to do with the using IGT.
Yeah, I was wondering if it would
Yeah,
do that.
so on PC we time everything loadless, but on console it's all IGT. There's a lot of things that pause the in-game timer in Reignited for some reason, talking to NPCs, swimming through the Dino Tunnel or Seashell Tunnel, so those are just free eggs on console. So yeah, just slight timing differences makes Country Speedway more viable for console.
I would love to be showcasing that today. However, I want to win the race.
Yeah. Don't make it too easy.
You might end up needing 1,000 gems, sir. Foreshadowing.
We'll see.
Yeah, does any of the route vary at this point in Reignited Trilogy based on like if you don't get enough gems somewhere, or do you just kind of like
Nah,
you
not
never
really.
have
You
issues?
just pick up more in a level you're going through.
Yeah, okay.
Like, if you're finding yourself a bit under gemmed, you just, like, there's always a few backup gems you can grab.
That's about what I expected here.
Sounds like an unoptimized gem route to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Ouch.
All right, when you're a runner like me and you miss a couple of gems. So, yeah, Surf was able to guidebook back to Cloud to get into the Sheila level a bit quicker because it was on the other side of Sunrise. Now he's going to be flying out, talking to Sheila, who's going to send him all the way to the balloon because that was the last level of Sunrise.
I love Ludo sound effects.
Yeah. There's some very good like bass in this game.
Have we done Enchanted Towers yet?
No, no, no. That's coming up.
Oh, okay, cool. cool.
Do you think I've got to Enchanted Towers yet?
I thought you skipped it in OG.
Yes, we skipped the required level in OG.
You skip buzz, skip everything.
All right,
do
yeah,
you like?
Buzz on Reignited. So Buzz takes 6 hits with 2 in each phase. Surf is going to try and take a lot of damage abuses here. There's 2 required damage abuses in the second phase, but if he gets hit here, Buzz's roll animation is a lot shorter because he just goes to the other end of the arena rather than like wrapping around. So sometimes when he's far out like this, you can stand like ever so slightly off to the side and Buzz will do essentially the same thing, skipping the damage abuse. But yeah, have to get hit there so you can hit him out of that flame early. Otherwise, he just points and laughs at you. And the goal here is to not die, ideally.
It's a tough one.
It is.
Yeah, I recall there being some weird timing with the fire rings for Buzz during this.
Yeah, you can. In this phase, you can hit him like while the fire is still up, barely, and even like the hitbox for the flame fire is then like still there. It's kind of jank. And there, he was able to get Buzz to jump off to the side and land in the lava, so we didn't even have to hit him, which he was trying to do in other hits, but it's really precise to pull that off. So
I'm
that's
glad I
pretty
got
good.
showed even one time.
Meanwhile, my
here
buzz
now.
will be slightly different.
Here now in OG Spyro 3, we have a lot more of an intense Buzz battle here, as some might say. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand by this wall here, and we're going to wait for him to stop spinning so that we can charge him again. And we're going to do this another like 6 times.
Can I do that?
With some camera manipulation so that we ideally stop the fire from spawning.
I don't know how I didn't die there. That was kind of crazy.
We take those.
Yeah.
So yeah, OG Spyro 3 is for Buzz is it's a very scripted fight generally. I believe there's additional stuff that we have to speed it up, but it's all like terrible.
That's kind of in Reignited. You can not do those like damage abuses throughout and just like take a pretty standard Buzz, but Surf likes to go for those, you know, 1-2 second time savers because he is the GOAT.
All of ours are involving like manipulating where Sheila is and stuff.
Yeah, it's actually really funny. Sheila can cause Buzz to kill you in Reignited if he gets stuck on her, and then thinks he's finished running around, and then just like does a crazy turn and whacks you, and it's over, and you're just like, cool, I just got owned by the game.
Oh yeah, by the way, the routes diverge here.
Yes.
So we got Enchanted Towers first on the Reignited Trilogy, and we're going to be heading to Sergeant Bird's base first on OG.
And something cool Surf just did, while Dacty's also doing something kind of cool, is a quick game continue. So much like guide booking, we can just like quit the game, reload, it sends you back to the start of whatever level you're in, and refills your sparks. So Surf was like on green or maybe had no sparks, got an egg that was like kind of far into the game, into the level, and then just went back to the start to do a end of level skip.
Tony Hawk, baby.
And meanwhile, with Dac, the swim in air that we did before under the bridge, that's whenever with the water cycles on that little pond there, if you start swimming when you're close enough to the edge of the bridge where the water is high enough, you'll be able to just clip straight through the bridge and go right out of bounds.
Nice squid board, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't even put that on. I think you're right.
That's not a privilege that OG gets. You have to do that every time you start a save, I want to say.
One more trick here.
So yeah, this Hunter challenge, you just need 3,000 points, so we just do a quick Raging Ripto, quit the challenge. Hunter goes, well, I can't top that, and gives you an egg.
Works every time.
Yeah, if I wanted to do that, I'd have to wait the entire, like, what is it, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes
Yeah,
for the time
I
to
think
run
it's
out?
2.5.
You are more than welcome to give it a go.
No, I'll pass.
And then, yeah, guide booking from there because it's faster to go back to the start of the world to get into Icy Peak instead of, like, going out of the side area, then exiting level, flying out of the portal, and then running over.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, right. You're allowed to do that in Reignited Drone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Can't get past the wall without blowing it up. There's a huge invisible wall, but yeah, we can get the TNT to blow up on us instead. And a little sneaky wall glide here to skip like running around.
We'll be going into Spooky Swamp here on OG, which is going to be quite the same as usual. We're going to be going for a proxy right at the start of the level. We do get it.
Nice.
And that basically reverses the order of how this level's done. It's a pretty simple level. We have like 3 eggs. They're all, you have the end level and like 2 that are just kind of sitting out.
I always like how there's a few levels in Spyro 3 where it's just like there's 3 eggs just chilling, and you get those and you're done with the level in like 30 seconds, and then there's other ones you're doing like the whole level.
Yeah. Those are some pretty nice Croxies.
Mm. Yeah, that one's nice because you get like a straight line up, but the first one's a little trickier.
So here we're killing the red thief first, and at the same time scaring the yellow thief to run more forward, and then Surf's going to take the left path and come right back around to get this yellow thief who's being pushed forward to save a little bit of time. And now we get to do Sergeant Bird.
On this side for Bamboo Terrace, there's a few different ways that this level can go depending on like what tricks you could possibly get. There's a ton of different things for skipping across. Okay,
I'm not going for
bad bug spawn.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go for
Oh,
it
you
anyway.
weren't
I
going to,
haven't
okay.
practiced the Spyro recently.
Ah,
so
okay.
I'll
Yeah, we
just
have a
do
few
the
things here.
classic.
We have a few things here. We have a bug proxy. We're able to actually like clip behind the boulder if we really want to, but in this category, it's either best to get bug proxy or go for the squeeze proxy with the boulder there. Which the way that works is Spyro's hitbox is small enough to fit into that small gap there between the boulder and the building when you're facing a certain direction. So if you turn around, you're able to have him squeeze out. The analogy that we tend to use is like your hands are wet and you have a bar of soap in your hand. If you squeeze it, the soap will fly up. Spyro proverbially being the soap, just to clarify here.
Yeah. That egg I just got may have looked a little weird. There's a thief that normally spawns after you get the end of level egg here, and before the thief spawns, that egg is just stored under that bridge. So if you're swimming, you can grab it.
Is stored eggs a common thing in 3, or is that like...
Not
That is the
really.
one. That is the one.
Interesting.
There might be some hidden around somewhere else, but we don't really know where they are, and I don't know if we have the tools to easily find that.
Mm-hmm.
That one's just been known for a long time. I don't know who found that. It's been around
Probably
for years.
ancient, because the bamboo swimming area is really easy, so
Yeah.
it's probably ancient.
Ancient in the concept of SRT is like 2020.
Yeah. Yeah. That came out in 2018, right, originally?
Yeah, on console and then PC next year.
Yeah.
So Surf gets to look at a black screen for like 8 seconds because this level it just does not produce
There we go.
colors.
This is why you got 2 games at once. You never start the content.
That's
I
what it's
mean,
about.
meanwhile, here with Enchanted Towers, this is like one of the more simple levels.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
this
entire
is
run.
audio warning, by the way. This
Yeah.
is where the explosions are for
Oh
Tang.
boy.
You guys have seen this before. Nearly forgot.
Can you believe that we get to have 2 loud sets of explosions during the marathon?
Only 2.
Was that noticeable?
That was a little uncalled for.
You know, my biggest fear is this run that I'm gonna forget an egg.
I think that's
not do that.
yeah.
I think I'll say something if you forget an egg. I'll be like,
If you don't, mate.
I'll be like, oh, you're doing a different route. Like,
That's why I innovate on the day.
and now Surf is going to be doing the pot's egg and the ladder ledge egg. Because the pot's egg is just given to you once you destroy the final pot, we're actually able to overlap these 2 eggs. Like so, and that puts him closer to Bamboo, which is our next destination. And in Bamboo, we're going to revisit wall gliding. So the idea here is like if you wall glide on some weird slope geometry in specific places, you just gain height and your glide just goes up like this. And he's going to do a little mini one here to get up to the ledge, and now he's going to do the level kind of in reverse.
Meanwhile, here, as you can see, Icy Peak is a little bit different in OG. We're able to just skip straight to the end of the level area and go straight for missing the Red Thief.
Yeah, how did that flame not connect? I have no idea.
Also, thieves in here behave a little bit differently. The Red Thief behaves the same way. He sits on the pedestal here, but the Yellow Thief has some very interesting quirks. If you manipulate the camera a little bit, he actually just respawns right back in that spot over and over because you're expected to get the Yellow Thief first.
The whole reason I flamed that Red Thief is because it's possible to like bonk on the egg and not kill him if you charge into him, but yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
We're going to have some more funky stuff going on with Icy Peak here. A lot of honestly really hard strats. This is one of the harder levels in the entire run, at least in my opinion.
I'm doing a slightly easier strat here that loses 3 or 4 seconds. I kind of wanted that life. It's all good though.
We're still going for a spin jump on the ice crystal here to go over to this island. Spin jumps in this game, they're not super common, but so Spyro's hitbox is a large like ellipse, and if you jump while facing away from a slope and start turning towards it, you can get a little bit more height out of a ledge, which allows you to get, I mean, just enough height. A lot of things in the game are like just barely out of reach, so it ends up being really helpful to get up some ledges. And also, there was a jump off of a cannon there, which you're not supposed to be able to do. It just works, though. I'll just describe it as that way. It just works sometimes.
All right, we are going to be in Spike at the same time. My run's been okay after Sunnyvilla. Sunnyvilla was kind of terrible, but it's been pretty good after that.
I'd say outside of the final boss, Spike is probably the most technical fight, especially in OG Spyro 3.
It's really technical here as well,
Yeah, we
as
wait.
you can see.
Yeah. Luckily, we get like an easier version of Spike. We only need to do 6 hits instead of, I believe it's 9 in OG in this category.
Yeah, it's 9 here. In like any percent categories in Spyro 3, it's actually 6 as well, because the game actually has a hidden difficulty slider, which affects enemies in the first couple levels of the game, and Spike. That is it. So, like, one of the key things that you end up trying to go for in OG Spyro 3 for Spike is additional hits with certain phases. So you'll sometimes try to go for, like, triple rocks or triple red crystals. It seemed like that was a pretty standard fight of just, like, 2 or 3 of everything.
Yeah, I tried to go for the quad rocks, but didn't get a good setup for it.
Yeah, doing like a triple rocks for us is possible. It's just really hard, and it tends to kind of end up being slow because the rocks come out so slow. You shouldn't really be seeing a third rock. It can happen, but it's unlucky.
You can also do some fun stuff with the end of the fight in SRT, but I believe it doesn't really matter too much here and will come into prevalence later, hopefully.
Oh, I hope so too.
It will eventually. Just depends on how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Ice breath time.
So this is Frozen Altars. The Bentley boxing egg here is sort of fast, and we used to do it, but there's so many gems here, it just doesn't make sense to do this after Bentley. So we get it out of the way first.
We have a hard proxy coming up over here on Dact's side.
Let's
Got it.
go.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, that proxy saves about 35 seconds, I want to say.
Yeah, I was practicing it a bit before stream and wasn't feeling too confident, so that's really nice. Happy about that.
Good on you, man.
Thank you. That's one of those ones where, like, even failing it 2 or 3 times is still faster than not going for it. So it's kind of a question in a race of, like, how many times you go for it before you abandon it.
Hey, Spyro!
Now we get to see some really funky movement here. Agent 9 has a very interesting quirk with him where if you are able to like pump the strafe buttons at a certain speed, you're able to constantly gain speed. So we're just constantly alternating between L1 and R1 while moving around, and that just allows you to keep gaining speed. If you gain too much, though, you'll start going backwards. So you gotta like keep it really. Gotta make sure that you stay within a certain range. Otherwise, you will just start flying around everywhere. You can't really control it.
Surf here is doing the same kind of thing as Firefly Proxy, but we're doing it with a wall glide to maintain enough height to get to this area.
It's a lot harder on 40 FPS than I realized.
Oh, actually, I should ask the question. Why do we run SRT3 in 40 FPS?
I was not planning to run it.
Yeah, so normally we would run on like 36. The
Okay.
lower the FPS, the higher Spyro jumps.
Yes.
So a lot of people will start running on 30 because that's the lowest we allow. And then we realize that text boxes run faster at higher FPS, and so 36 is just a nice middle ground of going, I still get decent heights, but I save a bunch of time on text boxes.
That's... I did not know that second part. That's weird.
Yeah, there was some weird stuff when that game came out on PC of like they didn't really account for frame rate differences. There's like a place in Spyro 1 where there's a cycle that just doesn't, or maybe they fixed it eventually, but when it came out on PC, it just like didn't move properly.
No, they never fixed any of
Thanks,
yeah, you have some funky stuff that we originally learned. A lot of the frame rate stuff happened like because someone accidentally unplugged their controller and jumped at the same time, and they went really high.
Just happy little accident.
There's also a nice quirk we call 90 minutes, where if the game's been running for, I think we found out it's now 75, but it used to be 90, you just jump higher. So yeah,
I guess that's my problem. I'm never playing it for 90.
Exactly. You gotta you gotta be in the grind. Like
your speedruns are too fast. Take your time, find some stuff.
Maybe I'll play it again sometime in the future. Who knows? Sometime in like 2043.
It'll still be out.
It will be. I at least hope so.
So, neat trick coming up on my side.
Yeah, so Dact is going to be attempting to pause the same frame that he gets hit by the acid here, where he would die. And in this game, there is a 1 frame discrepancy between when the game processes or counts down the number of health that you have and before it processes that you're dead. So right now, Dact is in a zombie state right now, where the game, it says he has 0 health, but he's still alive, and it causes weird things like states to not change for Spyro. So we're able to use this in this case. Since he exited the level swimming, it kept Spyro as swimming. If you exited the level and you were considered like on land or land Spyro and tried to jump into water, you would just fall straight through the water, which is a big problem in this area because you will usually soft lock the game. So yeah, he took a death abuse there on one of the fire pillars because outside of the ability to change states, zombies really not helpful. You can't pause the game, as I just kind of mentioned, and there's other like weird little quirks. You can't gain health back, which is really nice to have sometimes. So yeah, we just get rid of it as soon as we possibly can, and Zoe saves the last state that you're in, so you just grab an egg and you stay swimming. Here we get to have Bentley movement. What you will see is walking.
Yeah, normally I'd say this is a great time for donations, but I'm not sure what Surf's doing, so
Surf is casually
better on that side.
Surf is casually just doing like one of the hardest levels.
Okay.
Just like going through, you know, like this is one of the levels that really trips up a lot of new runners because of like the middle section with the fireball. You want to try and kill the wizard cat that holds the door open, and at the same time kill the other wizard cat that's moving the blocks, and at the same time, there's enemies trying to throw you off a bridge, and it's just a lot of going on. But
That's all done now.
yeah, that's in the past. Now we get to do Lost Fleet.
I'll have a little bit of time before subs if we want to do donations.
Excellent. So we've got a $100 from Witsend that says, best of luck to Dact and Surf with the Spyro race to kick off the marathon. Excited to be here to support in person. We've got a $200 from Zoomy G that says, it says, can anyone else see Spyro on Surf's screen? He's blending in with the foliage.
No. No, we can't see him.
$15 from Ezra Sheep with no comment, but very much appreciated. $30 from Salbo or Salbao. I hope I pronounced one of those correctly. Thank God for the payday coming just at the perfect time for ASM. Good luck to all the runners. Keen for a great week ahead. And we've got $100 from Lim Lom that says, good luck to everyone. Can't wait to watch the whole event. Starting off with a Spyro 3 race has me hyped. And finally, a $5 from Dr. Rank that says, shout out to my cousin with the same name as Sergeant Bird. Unfortunately, he's not in the military.
That could always be changed.
Back to the action.
So yeah, Surf here just casually doing subs. Oh, okay. So yeah, the idea here is the subs are always on the same like path until they see you and start scurrying, but their movement is predictable at the start, and so we're trying to snipe them on where we know they'll go. Hopefully subs 2 goes just as well as subs 1 did. Nice. Very good. That Rhinoc there can block your shot on the 4th sub, so that was very good going around that. Wow, that was a great
really
sub. Well done.
Let's go.
That's definitely one of those eggs that, like I was saying before, it's pretty fast to do well. But if it goes bad, it goes really bad. They start just like going all over the place, and you just have to chase them, and there's not much you can.
Yeah,
salvage.
eventually at some point you just start having to rely on the ring reticle.
Yeah.
To home in.
I unfortunately missed an egg death abuse there, so I had to kind of go around, but I got the proxy, which is the important part.
Is this an egg? This is an egg that is done in SRT, right?
We used to
Used to?
when we did Frozen Altars before. I'm sorry, after Bentley, but there's just too many gems there to worry about it now.
That sounds familiar.
And even though we have the fast guide booking and we have like the end of level section opened up to us, it's just not viable enough to go back in there for the single egg, no gems.
Regardless, there for OG, you could see the strat here for boxing. It's you walk into the guy and you punch him in the head. Generally to a rhythm, I believe the common rhythm, at least for like starting runners, when you're not like learning or trying to figure out what the other Yeti might be doing, is punching to Africa by Toto.
I think I've heard Staying Alive works as
Staying
well.
Alive also
Yeah.
works, yeah.
Yeah, there's like different. If you've got him in the corner, you can do like a faster rhythm to actually like stun lock him really well, get some fast times. But
Shout outs to Surf quickly having the perfect gem count for Bentley.
nice.
No change.
And now we get to walk in a straight line.
I'm seeing some
Heck
pixels
yeah.
on my screen. Not very noticeable, but that's interesting.
I mean, I would
That's
hope,
SLT, not gigabyte.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking, don't think on the spot this.
I would. I'm just gonna say I hope there's pixels on your screen. That's kind of what monitors are supposed to do.
I was
That's not
thinking
what
the
you
same
talked
thing. Alright, the one strat we have in Bentley is if you talk to Bartholomew while the cutscene is playing, you can walk during the cutscene for like 5 meters and make this cycle a bit easier to catch.
Charmed Ridge for Spyro 3 is also a pretty hard level in this case, especially like depending on how much you're going to go for. Lots of proxies in this level if you want to try everything. Some of them being pretty risky too for pretty good reward. So you had the first one there to go out of bounds. That one actually is probably one of the least useful ones in the level.
Yeah, that's a pretty small time save. Haven't failed that Spyro in a while. That's pretty annoying.
Oh yeah, slight thing Surf can do here, actually pushing the corner of the boxes is a bit faster because you're out of like the pushing animation, but the box still moves, so it's like just slightly faster.
You'd have to see it when it's slow to really appreciate when it's fast.
Yeah. Alright.
Nice.
Thanks.
Now Surf is coming up to the big hurdle of 3 NE, rocket storage. The idea here is during the Scorch fight, we want to take a green rocket out of the fight and into Midnight Mountain. The way to do this is normally the game will delete all of the rockets Bentley throws out when you do the final hit of Scorch, unless Bentley is already throwing a rocket in the meantime. It will delete all the other ones and he'll finish throwing. The rocket will come out after it's done like the deletion action. So Surf is going to be watching what Bentley's doing throughout the fight. Bentley has 4 green rockets and 2 red rockets that can be out on the field, so he wants Bentley to throw 2 red rockets and leave them out there, but he'll leave green ones to force Bentley to throw those red ones and then clean up the greens, and then time his final hit very precisely. Then hopefully Bentley throws the green rocket close enough to Surf that he can grab it before the final egg abducts him and removes all his movement.
You make it sound so easy.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on here. This is like a required thing, and if he misses it, it's like 2 minutes. We do want a red rocket first so we can start stun locking Scorch, so we're getting a little unlucky here with our greens. We're getting very unlucky here with our greens. But I think I'll stop talking and let Surf lock in, especially now because he's going to have to do some weird shenanigans to make sure they stay on cycle.
It's okay, I'm deliberately going to play it slow.
Dude, 5 is crazy.
Meanwhile, on the other side here for OG Spyro 3, we don't have anything like that.
It's just luck.
In fact, it's completely luck, and it's actually the opposite here. We like green rockets here in SRT. We hate them in OG Spyro 3. If you think of it this way, in OG Spyro 3, you have a green rocket that homes. You get 1 green rocket. You get 50 red rockets. They both do the same amount of damage, by the way. So, would you rather be able to hit the boss 50 times or 1 time?
I'm in a good position, but it's just a little bit slower.
Yeah, so you got 2 reds, which is good. Okay, so he threw the green. Oh, barely
Nice.
fast enough. Well done. If that green rocket was just a little bit further, he was not getting that. He barely had enough time to get it. And sometimes it'll be behind you, and you just don't know. You turn left or right, and so much can go wrong during that. Well done getting that first try.
I really thought about going for it, and there was only 1 red on the field, but because, well, we just saw that Bentley threw another red,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got it, and I'd have to redo the whole fight.
Yeah, it's for some reason you can't smuggle reds. It just doesn't work.
I wouldn't have minded.
We might want to actually see what that looks like.
So yeah, what's the point? So now we have a permanent green rocket that Surf might show off, like that. So the point of this, there are a few things that will delete this green rocket and send us back to our base flame, such as basically anything that resets Spyro's state. There is a thief in this homeworld that if he shoots, he would lose the green rocket. If he fails this 1 jump, he would lose the green rocket. Yeah, so mainly either like voiding out or hitting an egg that teleports you. So the idea is, bring this green rocket into Crystal Islands. In here, there is a money bags check for 1,000 gems, and we do not have 1,000 gems, but what we do have is the ability to shoot this thief with the green rocket, which puts us near this super flight, and now we can get anywhere in the level.
Hell yeah.
So it's very interesting that rocket storage slows down Scorch, but is so integral to our Crystal Islands.
On the other hand here, with OG Spyro 3 being the way it is, we have much easier methods to be able to
If I can
get
get it.
everywhere. If you can get it.
There we go.
So yeah, we just have swim in air in this level. There's a couple different places here.
Just
to
swim in
do it,
air.
So yeah. I mean, we just have.
Just proxy, just swim in air. Like,
Yeah.
we have to put in work.
You just do the thing.
I've
I
been
don't-
trying.
I don't
It
know what
doesn't
to
work.
say. Hey, we used to have something like it.
I was too busy watching you do the start of that level and like forgot to move when I spawned in Crystal Islands.
More
We
of
don't
that,
talk about
please. So it is quite lucky that there is just a super flight there as well. But the level structure is really, you can't really do much until getting past money bags, and it just so happens that any time we destroy the thief, it puts us right next to the super flyer.
And over here on slide, we're going to be going for another proxy here.
Yeah, not good enough.
Small.
Yeah, you can, if you get a good enough proxy there, you can skip the whole slide and just glide to the end.
It saves like 10 seconds.
Yeah, 8 to 10, something like that.
Surf is coming up to torch jump. It looks minor, but he needs to get onto his very small section of his torch. And here is kind of where the 30 and 36 FPS matter, so this might be a bit tougher, but third try is pretty good. Well done.
Take those.
That's like one of the tricks that once you've hit rocket storage and you're on a high and you're like, oh man, I got to hit torch jump now. It's like,
Brand new method.
it's
for this
unfortunately not
game level.
downhill after Scorch, but Surf making it look easy.
Oh, I missed it. Wow, okay, that's unusual. We'll do this one instead.
Yeah, that
if I
was-
can... Man, we'll try again.
Yeah, that's a new strat for this thief here that was found
Yeah, I
like
don't know if it works.
a couple weeks ago. Even,
Yeah,
or something like that.
there we go. I had 0 lives there, so that was very scary.
Yeah, all of the fast ways to get the thief require you to be exposed to a void down below you, so a little scary if you don't have any lives. So Desert Ruins here is actually, I would probably say this is the level with the easiest proxy in the game. If anyone wants to like learn any of like the tricks in this game, I would definitely just kind of recommend just walking around the scorpions. Really, if you walk up to a scorpion and walk around to the left, it will shoot you up into the air pretty much every time.
That works in real life too.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
I mean, I'm not from an area with any scorpions, so I can't really like verify, but I'm just going to approve it right now.
I imagine it works because when you walk around the left, it like stabs your toe and you're like, ow, and you like jump
Yes,
up in the air.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. So, my friend's boyfriend's roommate told me that.
Ah, yeah, that
We are
viable
sorry.
source.
It's a different looking subs to what I did.
Yeah, so here we have subs 3.
There's actually a brand new route for that was posted like last night, but I haven't had a chance to try it.
Of course there was. Who found it?
Jeremy.
Of course.
Of course.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, so we'll, foreshadowing it earlier, Surf does need 300 gems before the end of the run, but he's at 200, and I feel like you would have to go out of your way to not end up with 300 gems for the end of the run.
Correct. I'm gonna have like 400 at least.
Yeah, it's basically just a given. I forget it's even a thing, but it is a thing.
Do you mind if I jump in with a quick one just before we go into the sort of end game area?
Yeah.
We have a $10 anonymous donation that says, I'm going to try and do this justice. Nah, 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 nah.
Very good.
That was all we needed. Well done.
I didn't know there was even a thief left to get.
Oh,
I guess maybe
there is
that's-
for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was talking about earlier. Console here would do Dino Tunnel because it's essentially a free egg, but it takes a little bit for us to do, so we skip it.
Wouldn't you rather do subs too any day?
Yeah.
Sure.
The inevitability of losing your run.
We getting philosophical now.
Now we're
Fun
gonna.
fact, you have to kill this scorpion or this egg just doesn't function.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
We barely don't catch Dact in Desert Ruins.
Yeah.
No friendship.
You've done like 2 extra levels though.
Ships in the night.
Alright, I can't do the death abuse here because I have 0 lives. It only saves like 1 second.
Next, we'll be going into Haunted Tomb for OG Spyro 3, where while we don't have a torch jump, we once again have a much easier thing where you go, lol, just do the thing.
Maybe, I don't know. I'll
well,
go for the hard version and
there's a
then
hard
I'll do the
version,
easy version, yeah.
There's actually 3 strats.
Yeah,
think of
there's
it.
a mummy proxy, but
proxies,
I'm really bad at that.
Yeah, those are weird.
Should preface also, when someone says it's easy, don't believe them.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are people who've been playing the game for years, so...
But you can learn anything with enough time.
Gotta be careful with your mashing in this level, because you have to solve riddles, you actually have to choose the correct answer, and the top one is never the correct one, so...
And sometimes, it's not that I mash too fast, it's that I, like, overshoot the answer, and so I just say, like, the wrong one. I'm like, ah, yes, riddle master, like...
Yeah, like you're not even with pressing down and X at the same time, so...
Yeah.
So you end up hitting down twice, and you're like, well, I gotta do that again.
So no shark subs for us, and we've left the end of level egg for later. But now we're going to guidebook all the way back to Molten Crater because there's a gem requirement here that we didn't really want to bother with when we were first here. And there's also a Sergeant Bird side area that we want to dip into, and we didn't have Sergeant Bird at the time, and we don't have the OG thing where they can just say, I don't care that I haven't unlocked the character.
And right here we are about to go into Tanks 2, which can be a little bit of a concerning egg when you're starting out. And in fact, I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, I don't know about starting out. It's just scary for me every time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I didn't mention during Tanks 2 is when on PC we tend to use keyboard and mouse for Tanks 2 because you can like aim easier with the mouse. It's, I think we're like really the only places we would use KBM in any percent. There's a few weird things you can do with KBM with superchargers, but we don't supercharge enough in any percent for it.
The one thing I remember that was particularly funny to me with KBM is that you can swim backwards.
I actually didn't know that.
Yes, you can swim backwards.
Very useful then.
It's, yes.
Maybe just hasn't been explored enough.
I just remember, like, I'm always using controllers, so, like, I went on to KBM once, and I went into the water, I'm like, what happens when you hit S? I'm like, oh, I'm swimming backwards. Why is this happening?
Ignore all collision when swimming backwards, that would be so sick.
Oh, God. And you swim in air just drop?
No, no speed cap.
Okay. Backwards long swim.
Yes.
Alright, I have not missed an egg. That's good. 96 here is correct.
So we guidebooked back to Desert, got the end of level egg because it's kind of off to the side, but the real reason is we guidebooked back here because it's very close to Sorceress. We get our 100th egg, and now this big door will open for us. And unlike OG, this is the only way for us to get into the Sorceress level at the moment.
Yeah, we didn't mention this, the category that, or the run that I'm doing is not actually any percent. It's the most comparable to SRT's any percent, but you can actually beat this game in like half an hour or less.
If you want to show off that trick,
I can do that
more
at the
than
end, yeah.
well.
But I think this is probably GG. You're quite far ahead. You've had a scorcher of a run,
Never
actually.
say never, but I'll do what I can.
So yeah, I think OG Sorceress is pretty deterministic. We actually, in our Sorceress, the tank always drops in the same... Sorry, the cannon always drops in the same place, and if you don't get hit, they just keep dropping in this one spot.
I don't think I realized that. That's... Yeah, no, that's not how OG goes. OG has so much variability that... depending on like how much you're willing to get into it, there's so much to learn.
Yeah,
for,
there's a whole
the final
PhD
boss.
thesis to write on Sorcerer that has been written.
Yeah, for us, it's just hang out in this one corner, wait for the thing to drop, shoot her quick. GG.
Not just yet.
But yeah, no, we don't get UFO skill. We have to use the UFO.
Right there is egg number 100 for OG Spyro 3.
Yeah, it's all done, right? Time? No?
Yeah.
It's called 100
Yeah,
egg,
it's
not
101
101 egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready to call time?
Yeah, ready. Time soon for Surf.
GG.
Yes, that was time. GG, well done, sir.
That must have been a very good run, right? That was.
I don't know what the time would be.
Yeah, yeah. I guess loadless makes it hard to
That
judge.
was
but
like a 52-12
Wow.
RTA.
That's actually 31 seconds behind PB.
not half
GG.
bad.
Worst.
Yeah.
That's the best one I've done since D-Rusty, that's for sure.
So here on OG Spyro 3, the cannons have a priority system that, depending on which cannon spawn, it looked like we got. Was that the?
This is Cannon D. Has it
Yeah,
called
D.
on the
Yeah,
ticket.
so that's like third fastest.
Can I still get 2 here? No. Ah, that's really bad.
So yeah, like some of the key things, a lot of the stuff that I at least keep track of for Sorceress is you obviously the number of hits. You need 2 hits from a cannon, 4 hits from a tank, and the rest is UFO. I believe it's 8. But the goal in the speedrun generally is to not use the UFO at all. So right now, I mean, it's gone off script, but the main thing that's going to be attempted at this point is we're going to get 3 hits on a tank here, and we're going to set up a last shot from far away and jump off the tank as soon as possible to get another tank here to drop before Agent 9 realizes that we need a UFO to drop. The key thing that makes a tank
Time
faster
suit for
is
me.
this.
And time. Well done, man.
Well done,
Good job,
sir.
guys.
We made it happen.
It was a 52.10 for Surf and a 54.05 for Dak.
Yeah, not bad. I was hoping for a 53, but that's okay. I'll very quickly before we finish, I'll show off what I was saying about the you can beat this game in half an hour. So if you don't want to collect 100 eggs, you can go over here and oh, if I can get it. And do that. And then and you can just go straight into this is the sorceress fight.
We're doing it again.
Yeah, go
Let's
again.
go.
No. But yes, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Word. Thank you, Board. This was
Thank you, everyone.
a lot of fun.
I would do it again.
Yeah. Well, come back
we
next year.
cannot run it back now. We'll be handing off.
Yes.
Have a wonderful event, everyone.
Yeah, shout outs
Thank
to
you.
Spyro community. If you're interested, talk to one of us. Join the Discord. There's 2.
I have a couple of shout outs to make quickly.
Oh, yeah.
First is to my good mate Jasper, who's given me lucky Spyro socks, which I'm wearing.
That's what you
That's-
want.
They
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Spyro
won't,
sock diff.
won't show them on the stream. And then the second one is a little more heartfelt. Earlier this year, we lost one of our SRT runners to, I can't recall if it was cancer or something else. But I just wanted to say a shout out to Tommy Vava, who was an excellent member of our community and really taught a lot of us that perseverance is key. So yeah, it really means a lot that he chose to play our speed game whilst they were going through chemo and everything. So yeah, rest in peace. And sorry to bring the mood down a little bit there, but
All good.
yeah, he absolutely would have enjoyed watching Free Annie again, I hope. Onwards to new games, new horizons, not all Animal Crossing. And yeah, anything else to say, folks?
No, thank you for that.
So thank you. carry on.
Excellent Spyro racing going on there. Thank you very much to all the runners and commentators there for that one. Just while everyone's getting set up for the next game, just want to remind everyone that for ASM 2025, we're raising money for Game on Cancer, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research to make this the last generation to die from cancer. If you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. We have a lot of donation incentives, of course, going through the marathon, so to put money towards any of those, just mention it in the comments, and someone like myself will add that to the counter and the tallies and everything. So we've got a couple of donations that have come in so far. Yeah, just to make sure that you, if you do want those to get a bit of extra mileage out of that one, just mention where you want that to go to. We also, speaking of donations, had a $15 from Feltmans, who said, "Well done to both runners. Here's a joke for Surf, because I know he's going to love him. He's in the room, he can hear this. Just when you think a vegetable can't call, boom, onion rings." Surf is actually in stitches. He's on the ground. Oh, he's rolling, he's laughing. I think he might have actually injured himself from laughing too hard at that joke. Thank you, Feltmans. Thank you very much. Just as well, actually, I'll jump back in. Forgot to mention, in addition to donating, the Twitch revenue that is received throughout the event will also be given to Game on Cancer, which includes bits and subscriptions, which I have seen a lot of subscriptions and gifts and whatnot coming in, which is all the same. That is the proceeds from that also go to Game on Cancer. So if you do have any of that stuff, primes, etc., that can all count towards the donation totals as well. So thank you to everyone who is sending those ones through too. just while we're still getting geared up to get into this Lego Batman 3 run, just going to thank Urban Climb for sponsoring ASM 2025. They've generously contributed 7 prize vouchers for entry into any urban climb across Australia, as well as the included gear hire. Further information can be found at prizes.ausspeedruns.com. Gigabyte as well is our major sponsor for ASM 2025. For those in Australia who donate at least $50, you'll go into the running for one of 2 32-inch Gigabyte MO32U monitors. These are 2 of our grand prizes you can win during the event. For all the details, again, prizes.ausspeedruns.com. And thanks to the generosity of one member of our community, AusSpeedruns is offering a grand prize of a brand new Switch 2 console, which will automatically go into the running for if you donate at least $50. And again, for all the information, prizes.ausspeedruns.com. There's also several prizes to give away for those who donate. So anyone who donates at least $20 will automatically go into the running to win one of our Steam game bundles. And finally, for more information, prizes.ausspeedruns.com. Alright people, the moment is here. We're ready to go for Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, by Craiglebagel 001. Take it away.